some friends along to help me do math today. You might notice, you might think that I'm here all by myself doing math without you. So I went out and got me some friends. Heroes on a half shell, solving math problems. So here we go. Yesterday I told you I would solve these problems for you after I gave you the equations. So if you remember, yesterday I said in order to find out how many shells Connor has, you have to take Aaliyah's whole, 165, and subtract 28. So, and then in order to find how many shells Aaliyah has after she gave some to Patrick, that equation, and then Connor's from there. So here it is solved. 165 minus 28 to find Connor's shells. 165 minus 20 equals 45. 145 minus 25 equals 140. And 140 minus 3 equals 137. That gives you the number of shells Connor has. You notice my 20, and here's my 8 for my 28. So, then, after they gave some array, Aaliyah, you take her whole, 165 minus the 19 she gave to Patrick. 165 minus 10 equals 155. 155 minus 5 equals 150. And 150 minus 4 equals 164. That's how many Aaliyah will have left after giving 19 to Patrick. You take Connor's whole from the top, 137, minus 19. 137 minus 10 equals 127. 127 minus 7 equals 120. And 120 minus 2 equals 118. That's how many Connor will have after giving some to Patrick. As always, I'm going to solve it another way. The picture way. You draw your whole, 165. I did not have, and then you're going to cross out 28. I did not have enough singles to cross out 8 singles, so I trade a 10 in for 10 ones. I cross out 8 of those, and I end up with 7 ones left. Then I cross out my 2 10s, and I end up with 3 10s or 30. I don't touch my 100, so Connor has 137 shells. Then when I do the Aaliyah's minus the 19, same thing. I draw just my whole, 165. And I need to cross out 19. I do not have 9 singles to cross out, so I trade in a 10, cross 9 of them out, and I end up with 6 left. After I take away 1 more 10, I have 4 10s or 40. I don't touch my 100, so Aaliyah has 146 left after giving some to Patrick. And Connor's 137 minus 19, same thing. I draw just the whole 137. I don't have enough to cross out the 9, trade in a 10, cross out my 9, and I end up with 8 singles left. After I cross out my other 10 from the 19, I have 110 and 100. Connor ends up with 118. I will take still pictures of those too. So then the second problem talked about Carter, and he buys water balloons. He knew 19 were red and 26 were yellow. He tried to find out how many were blue. So that's one way to solve it. And that's another way. The first way to solve it, 87 minus just the red. I take away my 10 and I get 77. 77 take away 7 equals 70, and 70 take away 2 equals 68. So after I take away just the red balloons, I end up with 68 balloons. Now I need to take away the yellow from my 68. 68 minus 26, and that's pretty much mental math, or should be, but I did it out anyways. 68 minus 20 equals 48. 48 minus 6 equals 42 blue balloons. So in his bag, he'll have 42 blue balloons. This is the second way, where you add your yellow balloons and your red balloons together. So I added that, the 10 out of the 19 and came up with 36. 36 plus 4 out of the 19 is 40. 40 plus 5 is 45. That's the yellow and red balloons together. And then I take the yellow and red and subtract them from my whole, my 87. Mental math again, but I did it out. 87 minus 40 equals 47. 47 minus 5 equals 42 balloons. Those are balloons. If Carter takes and throws 87 of, or has 87 and throws 49 of them, he wants to know how many left. I did this in 2 ways too. I did the adding up way first. I took 49, I added 1 and came up with 50. I went 50 plus 30 equals 80, adding up to my whole. 80 plus 7 equals 87. He would have 38 balloons after he threw them. Or the subtraction way, 87 minus 40 equals 47. 47 minus 7 equals 40. And 40 minus 2 equals 38. It came up with 38, 2 different ways. So that is math with my friends, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They told me that I taught them pretty well. Oh, this guy fell over. So, hope that helps. I will send still pictures of this too.